Baltimore won the toss. They have deferred. Underway in Kansas City. The kick from Tucker booms it through the back of the end zone, and the Chiefs will have it at the 25-yard line to open up. Tight end set with Kelsey and Bell to open up, and LaShawn McCoy starting at tailback. Mahomes pump and throw. Not a lot of space there for Blake Bell, and he is tackled immediately on the outside. Working out of the gun. McCoy in motion. Mahomes steps up. Mahomes has some room. Mahomes has the first down on the tuck and run. That he went scoreless, and the Chiefs went scoreless in the first quarter. They made up for it in the second. Mahomes looking long. A laser beam downfield. Kelsey with a catch, and it's into Baltimore territory. He catches 107 yards and a touchdown. Once again from the gun, fake. Mahomes, that sidearm delivery to Sammy Watkins. Ball popped free at the end. Ravens came sliding in, and Kansas City retains it. Nickel package here for Baltimore. Anthony Averett is in. Mahomes deep drop off his back foot, floats it up, nobody home. Incomplete.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 15. 10-yard penalty. Loss it down. Second down.
And two bodies fell down for Kansas City. That's what they were pointing to at the big screen here as Mahomes gets rid of it on the outside. Watkins redirects and then takes a shot from Humphrey in 15 for Kansas City. Mahomes, rush coming. Mahomes is sacked back at the 49. Good range. So Dustin Colquitt, who sets a new Chiefs record with this appearance, the most games in franchise history, 225th, the punter. Fair catch called. First play from scrimmage for Baltimore in the pistol. Jackson's ball is tipped and still handled. Hayden Hurst caught it, but Damian Wilson was ready. Fake it. Jackson sets and zings it in there for Nick Boyle. First down. A lot of those arm angles that you'll see throughout the day. Jackson play action, sells it well. Jackson standing tall in the pocket. Deep ball. And over the head of Marquise Brown. Something once, it's in there forever.
That's what all the great ones have.
Three wide receiver set, but they'll run it. Ingram on the outside, busting through. Ingram stumbles across the 40. High character guys, good locker room. He said the Ravens play the right way. Jackson will keep it. The zigzag move by Jackson, and he's forced out by Fuller.
Handling it all.
And they trust him on all those QB reads. It's a give. Ingram plowing just short of the 25 of the Jacksonville corner, but no trade as of yet. Seventh play of the drive. Out of the pistol. Jackson throws it. Deep ball over the head of Brown. He out of Oklahoma, 25th pick overall. Second and 10, same formation. He'll keep it. Jackson. Little dance move to the outside. Willie Snead with a block. 9 starts, then Lamar Jackson. Third and 5. Jackson over the middle. Jackson connects. Mark Andrews.
They present a lot of problems to their opponent on both sides of the ball.
Shotgun. Jackson pulls the trigger. End zone. Off the hand of Andrews. Incomplete. Signed a 2-year, $5.7 million deal with KC. Fake. Jackson on a line. Too high. Third and 10. Baltimore will go empty. Jackson. Spin. Jackson keeps the play alive. Jackson stumbles across the 10. It's short of a first down. Ingram sets up as a receiver. And it's waved off. Jackson flings it to the end zone. The play had already been whistled.
I think the Ravens called timeout from the sidelines.
The rookie out of Oklahoma State in the backfield. Jackson on fourth down. Steps. Jackson has the angle. Jackson has a first down inside the 5. In goal for Baltimore. Motion man is Snead. Running play right up the gut. Touchdown. Mark Ingram. The Ravens on the board first.
And as easy a touchdown run as Mark Ingram has had in a long, long time. A walk-in here at Arrowhead.
And the extra point from Justin Tucker, and it did quiet the crowd. Flag down at the 10.
Illegal formation. Receiving teams, number 95. Baltimore has elected to go for the 2-point try from the 1-yard line.
Second gamble right now. 3 tight end formation. Jackson cuts it upfield, comes up short. 9 on a 2-point try after the touchdown run by Ingram. Justin Tucker, the big kick. Touchback for Kansas City. 5 or more points in 24 straight games, an NFL record. So the Ravens mentality, you got to put points on the board. You can't win by scoring 17 against the Chiefs. Good run by LaShawn McCoy. Problem going 1980s Chargers on these opponents. I think he said that for you. Mahomes, flick of the wrist, downfield, too far. McCole Hardman can fly, but couldn't catch up to that one. Hopkins, Robinson, and Hardman have gotten the job done. 2nd and 10. Mahomes in the air, perfectly thrown. Kelsey goes upstairs for it. It's a first down.
This one may be coming back.
Roughing the passer, defense number 90.
15 to it.
That 15-yard penalty will be enforced at the end of the catch. Automatic, first down.
Little trickery. Sammy Watkins has nowhere to go. 2nd and 11. Fake it, Mahomes sells it hard, and Mahomes connects with Kelsey over the middle. Defensive player of the week, Patrick Mahomes. That second quarter was a thing of beauty, 278 yards. Toss up, Darrell Williams, first down. Shady McCoy in the backfield. From the gun, Mahomes swings it. McCoy, shake and bake move, dropped just inside the 4. Mahomes tosses it through the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Single receiver side.
Watkins in motion. Mahomes spins, elusive. Mahomes has to throw it away. The pressure once again from Baltimore, and it's giving Mahomes fits with a flag down.
Personal foul, defense.
That's a crusher for Baltimore.
That penalty's enforced after this is the goal. Automatic, first down.
1st and goal for Kansas City after the penalty. Mahomes on a give. And Williams gets stacked up. The second. Kansas City a 2nd and goal. Running play on the stutter step, trying to push the pile. McCoy is short. They're going to mark it at the 1.
Let's go on, Eddie!
On the give. McCoy! Touchdown! Kansas City.
Well, that's the end of the line here. Kelsey stands up Clark, pushes him out of the way.
And now Butker on for the extra point and the lead. Right down the middle. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens down 7-6. Ravens will have it at the 25-yard line. 7-6 Kansas City. Ravens with the ball. Ingram rumbles inside. The great Hank Stram.
Hall of Famer.
Jackson faked the handoff, has time. Jackson delivers. Oh, what a grab! Hollywood Brown, was he in bounds? No, incomplete. The area where he needed the most improvement in year 2. This is a 3rd and 6. Jackson under pressure. Catch is made, but short initially. Boy, he got a good spot.
Kansas City is challenging the ruling on the field of a first down. Timeout.
Good challenge by Andy Reid and good tackling by the Chiefs.
John Hussey just made the announcement to the crowd here. They looked at the replay. He was short, and Harbaugh has decided to go for it on 4th down. It is less than a yard.
See, he keeps him in the shotgun and no quarterback sneak here.
4th down on the give. It will be enough. Gus Edwards. Physical run inside to pick up 2.5, 3 yards. Still here with Ingram back in. Handles the snap. Jackson devoured. Kansas City came away with the football. Damian Wilson has it. They ruled him down. Could be part of the weather storyline as well, that he knows that there might be some serious rain coming in. Jackson dump off. Ingram takes a pop. from the pistol. Ingram slowed down and could not get the necessary yard. 4th and 2. Jackson moving pocket. Throws. Incomplete. You had 2 Ravens in the area. Brown and Andrews stacked together. Out on occasion. The last risk did not. KC defense stops Baltimore's offense. Kelsey a catch in a crowd and no gain on the play.
Interception.
Motion man is Hardman. Darrell Williams in. They try to toss it to the outside. Hardman a juggle. And Hardman's got ridiculous speed. Can he get into open space? He can! McCall Hardman out of bounds. Sending McCoy to his right. Fake. Mahomes. Swings it. Caught by McCoy. 2 defenders there as he sticks his helmet down and drives to the 25. Well, it is wild the last couple of days. Hardman. He's got a blocker. And then driven backwards. Hardman does have a first down. Kelsey in motion. First down, Kansas City, under 8 minutes to go, first half. Mahomes deep drop off his back foot. Uncorks. Hauled in. Touchdown to Marcus Robinson. Fantastic grab.
This is a star catch. On the corner route, watch the right hand go up. Stop the ball, bring it back to his body.
Advantage of the short field. And now Butker on for the extra point. It is 14-6. 3rd touchdown in the last 2 games. Butker's kick rolls through the back of the end zone. It's in the 1991 Buffalo Bills. On a gift for Ingram. Powers his way to the 30-yard line. 121 yards and a touchdown. Keep it on the ground. Ingram spins across the 35-yard line. It is enough for a first down. Edwards is in. Motion man is Brown. Edwards gets the call. Oh, big body running down the sideline with a flag down. And Edwards out of bounds. Kansas City indicating it will be against Baltimore.
Holding. Offense, number 83. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Now it's Justice Hill in. They work him as part of the running back rotation. Knockdown. Jackson was trying to float it to Hill, and Tyrann Mathieu there to deny. Frank Clark. Okafor. They made a lot of changes. 2nd and 17. Jackson out of the pocket, looking downfield. The fake. Oh, video game. Out of bounds. Shotgun for Jackson on 3rd and 13. Jackson underneath. Catch is made by Boyle, but well short of a first down. Morgan Cox, the snapper. Some token pressure. Cook's punt. Along the sideline and well placed. It'll be touched at the 4, and that's where the Chiefs will have it. 53-yard boot. Holmes has been money, 13 of 16, 121 yards and a touchdown. Running play, McCoy bursting through. Rushing yards last week, 1.41 yards per carry, lowest ever for an Andy Reid coach team. McCoy stumbles, but was upright just long enough for the first down. And his scrimmage is the 17. McCoy remains in there. Mahomes looking to throw it. He will. Delivers downfield. Catch made. McCall Hardman. Goodbye. A blur. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Just in the slot, just running a go route. A bust in the secondary. Looked like Earl Thomas was supposed to be in the middle of the field, but once he has the ball in his hands, remember, McCall Hardman runs a 4.240. Looked like he ran a 4.280 that time.
$83 yards, caps off the 3-play, 96-yard drive. And Butker will kick it off. Last 2 games, second quarter only. 48-0. Chiefs. And a touchback. Play on 4th and 9. That was the most memorable play. Mahomes to Hill to help fuel the Kansas City rally. Now it's Baltimore that's looking to come from behind, and Jackson sits down. Derek Nottie read it 2:20 remaining in the second quarter. Once again operating out of the pistol. Jackson straight back. Good hands there by Hurst, and he turns it upfield for a first down. 2 minutes left, first half, 20-6 Kansas City. Baltimore with a first down. Jackson fires it in, and it's knocked away. Mark Ingram in there, a minute 55 to work with. Jackson will toss it underneath. Catch is made by Willie Snead, who slips out of a tackle and veers out of bounds. Anthony Hitchens there. Boys going way back. Jackson is sacked. Lamar Jackson goes down. Chris Jones collapsing the pocket. A flag thrown at midfield.
The ball snapped. False start. Offense number 83. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Big hit. And it was unnecessary because the flag was thrown before the ball was snapped.
Deep fade, sidearm toss, dropped by Hill. Holmes and the Chiefs, another chance to touch it with a minute and change.
That's a good point.
Jackson, pump fake, sets his feet, throws it downfield, incomplete. At our home, you can quiet the crowd if you make plays. 3rd and 15. Jackson, deep ball, too far. Extending Hayden Hurst. And now it's 4th down with a minute 28 left.
Crowd back, and of course, Mahomes taking over from there.
Kansas City has 2 timeouts to work with as well. The punt from Cook. Thomas wants to return it and will. Brought down just across the 15-yard line by Justin Bethel for the 3rd consecutive season. Mahomes on first down. Swing it to Darrell Williams. Working that sideline. Williams is out of bounds up at 25.
With drives, he was hitting it every other play, it seemed.
They're going empty here on a 2nd and 2. A hot pass. Knocked away. The ball ricocheted a distance. He left with what appeared to be an issue with his leg. Mahomes, there's that sidearm to Kelsey. And now working quickly with those 2 timeouts. 52 seconds to go. Mahomes pumps a couple of times, throws to a spot. DeMarcus Robinson, is it a clean catch? It is.
That's a
the
catch.
Previous play is under review.
Continuously looking to see if he had possession
After
initially,
review, it's
and then it
determined
disengaged.
that it was a completed catch, and the call stands. Will the game clock operator please set the game clock to 49 seconds, please? 4-9.
Lead at 20-6. Watkins has been quiet. Mahomes looking. Mahomes uncorks. Incomplete. Travis Kelsey matched up with Brandon Carr. Patrick Mahomes, who turned 24 years old earlier this week. 2nd and 10. Well designed out of the backfield. Darrell Williams for 45 yards in this first half. 3rd and 5. Big play. Mahomes. A strike. Downfield. Mahomes makes the connection with Kelsey. 33 seconds to go. First half. Mahomes shotgun. Flagged out. Mahomes looks, throws to the end zone. Incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target. Will they get Schwartz on a hold?
Yes, they will.
Holding. Offense number 71. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Mahomes could shatter it. 25 seconds left, 1st and 20 now. Mahomes a deep drop. Over the middle to Watkins. And he dives across the 25-yard line. 10 seconds left. Butker's kick is good. Near midfield, didn't get it. Gave Kansas City the short field. Rolling to Justice Hill. And Sorensen got in there on special teams at the 25. Second half here in Kansas City, both teams at 2-0. Ravens have had over 100 more rushing yards than their opponent in 9 straight games. That's the longest streak in the Super Bowl era. And at some point, you would think they're going to try to just establish the run and jam it down Kansas City's throat. 1 for the Ravens. The call is to Ingram, and he's got enough for a first down. Win for Ingram. give it to him. Edwards picks his way through, and Edwards with a burst. First down for Baltimore. Jackson again on a give. Edwards, Edwards, great move to the outside and hit from behind. It's a first down run with Skura and Yonda leading the way. It's a hold on Willie Snead in the second quarter that negated the Edwards run. Justice Hill, this time they're ready. It's a 1-yard pickup. That pick was acquired in the Joe Flacco deal with Denver. Pistol, again, Edwards. Harbaugh was an assistant under Andy Reid for 9 years in Philly. Jackson turns the corner. Jackson ducks out of bounds. Ingram 60 yards and a touchdown. Jackson gets involved to get Baltimore the first down. Jackson out of the pocket. He'll throw it back in the end zone. The juggle. Hurst could not secure it. Drive of the second half. The Baltimore Ravens on the move. Back to the bread and butter. Slashing is Ingram. Mark Ingram, a stiff arm, and he curls inside the pylon. Touchdown, Baltimore. Terrific effort from Mark Ingram, his second of the day.
It's just a straight handoff off the right side. Orlando Brown with the first key block. Snead getting involved there. But the surprising speed, and again, Thornhill is on the negative end of that play.
And that's how you quiet the crowd. With Mark Ingram absolutely shredding their opponents on the ground over the last 10 games. And now Mark Ingram is a part of it in his third game in a Baltimore uniform. Baltimore's rushing 23 carries, 159 yards for John Harbaugh. He believes his team has the advantage as the conditions get worse. Unless LaShawn McCoy has something to say about it. McCoy hurdles his way across the 45. Longest run of the season for McCoy in his third game as a Chief. They'll try Darrell Williams. The knife by Williams as he crosses the 45. Opportunities for him collegiately. Undrafted free agent last year. Give it to Williams again. And he's bottled up just short of the first down. Needed to get to the 40. 3rd and 1 for Kansas City. 8:45 to go in the third. Trying to power it. A second effort there by McCoy. Boy, I don't think he got it.
Yeah, the officials are coming in, marking him short of that 40-yard line.
Pivotal play for the Baltimore defense. 4th down. Snap was low. Mahomes won't get there. Mahomes lost the football at the end of it. It doesn't matter. Baltimore takes over. Look, little things that you just can't take for granted. The exchange center to quarterback. It just benefited his team as Mark Ingram gets the carry. It's back to the drizzle now here at Arrowhead. 2nd and 7. Give to Gus Edwards. And he's stacked up.
Big part of this offense.
3rd and 5. Willie Snead goes in motion. Jackson tipped. Incomplete. He was trying to hit Marquise Brown, proving to be an important cog here. The punt from Cook. Anthony Thomas gets out of the way, and the ball rolls into the end zone. Coming out to the 20-yard line. LaShawn McCoy in the backfield. Kelsey goes in motion. Mahomes has time. Mahomes downfield. Caught! Sammy Watkins comes away with it. It was nearly intercepted. Catches 64 yards for Sammy Watkins. Mahomes on the move. Hits his man along the sideline to Marcus Robinson.
Will Obermiller be at the top of the heap?
That remains to be seen. Give it to Darrell Williams. He's got a first down leaning in. He lowered the shoulder with Wiley and Irving. He said he's got full trust in Cam Irving, prepared for situations like this. He's a jack of all trades. Mahomes looks downfield, but goes underneath to Darrell Williams, and a flag is down as Williams crosses the 15. Penalty marker thrown at the 22.
Block in the back. Offense, number 87. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
The Eagles are getting tested at the wide receiver position. Very banged up. Mahomes puts it to Byron Pringle.
Knowing exactly where the Pringles are.
You're hungry. Mahomes Incomplete against the high-flying Kansas City Chiefs offense. Mahomes, they handle the rush initially. Mahomes, touch pass, picked off with a flag thrown. Carr steps in front, the former Chief.
Carr's interception, wiped out.
Defense, number 23. Ball he places, spotted the foul. Automatic, first down.
13-yard penalty. McCoy sets up as a receiver. Mahomes steps up, flag down. Mahomes running. And Mahomes caught from behind with a second flag, third flag. First flag came.
Multiple fouls on the play, both by each team. Holding, offense, number 62. Holding, defense, number 25. Holding, offense, number 25. All those penalties will offset, and we'll replay first down.
McCoy in the backfield. Give it to him on a little misdirection. McCoy cannot break away from Jefferson. Hardman, the motion man, on 2nd and 9. Mahomes fades, hits McCoy. McCoy, the acceleration, touchdown, Kansas City. The catch and run by McCoy.
Let the defense come at the quarterback. Look at the convoy out in front. And Shady really doesn't need any blocking, does he?
And an extra point for Butker will put 30 on the board for the Chiefs. And this is the home opener, so they've been charged up from the start. Harrison Butker kicks it off. Justin Hill, the return man for Baltimore. Not going to get a chance. See if they stick to their guns here or try to air it out. Jackson, the soft toss. And, oh, the jump by Nick Boyle. Jackson is now 9 of 22, just 90 yards through the air. Jackson takes a deeper drop, and Jackson is tossed down. Ogba. Mark Ingram sets up as a receiver on a 2nd and 22 for Baltimore. Under a minute to go, third quarter. The toss to Nick Boyle. Third all-time to start an NFL career behind Anquan Bolden and Lewis Lips. No catches today. Jackson. Complete. And guess who? Marquise Brown. First down, Baltimore. Stop by the booth. Got a chance to meet her and talk about her son and the career he's putting together. Mark Ingram driving across the 40-yard line. Oh, that's not the way it should go. 2nd and 5. Jackson. Deep ball over the head of Marquise Brown in a matchup with Bashad Breeland. 13 early in this fourth quarter. Going to go on a running play from Mark Ingram. Oh, Ingram somehow keeps the legs churning for a first down.
You need the yardage. You keep fighting until you get it. Tremendous play.
Tough runner, excellent balance. Outside, Gus Edwards with a pretty move. On 2nd down, Edwards remains in there. Shotgun, Jackson. Quick toss off the hands of Willie Snead. They spread it. Jackson, incomplete. Hill sets up on the outside. 4th and 5. Jackson flings it downfield. Look up. He's got it. Seth Roberts turns around and fields it inside the 5.
Kansas City is challenging that there was offensive pass interference on the play. Timeout. After review, the ruling on the field stands as called. Kansas City will be charged a timeout, and they are out of challenges.
Yeah, they have inserted the word egregious into pass interference. Oftentimes it's a subjective call.
Called in games.
Andy Reid is out of challenges. 1st and goal. The give is to Ingram, who falls forward for a yard. 13th play of the drive. 3 tight ends in this formation. Ingram extends the ball, and he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram bulldozes and has just enough to break the plane. 3rd touchdown of the day for the 2009 Heisman Trophy winner. Extra point, though, would make it 10.
Yep.
Jackson on a two-point try. Spinning, throwing, broken up. Ravens could not convert on a two-point try, and they now trail 30-19 to Kansas City. Being down 9, what does that do for you? 3 field goals? You're not going to get the football that many times. Hand off to Darrell Williams for 4. Ian Williams, so now Darrell Williams and the possibility of Darwin Thompson, rookie out of Utah State. Mahomes tosses it to Travis Kelce for a first down. First down for Kansas City. Mahomes, sideline, nobody home. Out of the gun, Mahomes hit as he throws. It's incomplete. 10:55 to go in the fourth. Mahomes steps up, slings it downfield. It's dropped by Watkins. Trying to stay unbeaten. Cincinnati looking for its first win. And Dustin Colquitt punting. Sailing kick, bounces at the 1, rolls into the end zone. So out to the 20-yard line for Baltimore. That's 30. Ravens 19, 10:40 to go here at Arrowhead. On a give for Ingram, turns it upfield, finds a lane. Mark Ingram has tied the Ravens franchise record with 3 rushing touchdowns. He has just cracked 100 yards on the ground on 16 carries. Breeze catch the ball out of the backfield, rotated in and out. Give is to Edwards, and emerging through that initial wave, Gus Edwards across the 35 for a first down.
Back to Ian, Dan, and Evan. Good games everywhere.
All right, thank you, JB and Phil. Jackson throws deep. Caught by Brown. Over the shoulder grab by Hollywood. Second catch of the day for Marquise Brown. First down for Baltimore. Jackson clean pocket. All the way downfield and too far for Brown. On second down, swing pass for Chris Moore. With a head of steam, flag down.
Pass interference, offense, number 80. Well, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Second down.
It's out a positive play.
Second and 20, under 9 minutes to play. From the gun, Jackson, the sidearm toss. Catch made by Ingram. He's drilled by Breeland. Jackson gets out of it. Jackson lets it fly. Across the field. Juggle. Oh, Willie Snead. He's got it. First down, Baltimore.
Secured it for 23. Wow.
Lamar Jackson is a highlight machine. Jackson pulls the trigger. End zone. Incomplete. 57 yards on the ground.
You gotta love the way he's competing too.
Fake it. Jackson to the end zone, knocked away. Right now facing a 3rd and 10. Jackson in trouble. Jackson has sacked Frank Clark. Cox snaps it. Cook holds it. Tucker knocks it through.
8 players within 5 yards.
And Tucker booms it. Kansas City opens up the 25-yard line. 7-24 Kansas City in overtime. Running play to Williams. Darrell Williams busting it to the outside. Williams caught from behind. Showed last year that they could rely on him. And Williams leans in for a couple extra yards. They'll give him a gain of 3 on the play. Reed, special teams coordinator, also coached defensive backs. Darwin Thompson gets the call. And gets the reaction from the crowd as Thompson takes it inside the 25 and a first down. Tight end set, new set of downs for Kansas City. They'll keep it on the ground. And this time Darwin Thompson has nowhere to go. Michael Pierce was there, and he's like a human eclipse.
Illegal use of the hands, hands to the face, defense number 99. That 5-yard penalty before the end of the run, automatic, first down.
They're in field goal range as it is.
Give it to Thompson. Wrapped up quickly by 3 Ravens, including Pierce and Owasso. On second down for the Chiefs, Ravens have 1 timeout left. Thompson loops to the outside and takes a pop. 3rd and 10 for Kansas City. Mahomes with touch, incomplete, looking for Hardman. Winchester to snap it. Colquitt puts it down. And Butker drives it through. So now it's a 2-possession game with 4:36 to play. Harrison Butker to kick it off. Returnable for Justice Hill. Brought down at the 30-yard line by Jordan Lucas on special teams. First down for the Ravens at their own 30-yard line. Jackson steps, spins. Oh, a shovel ahead for Mark Ingram. You never know what you're going to see with Lamar Jackson. A good spot at the 40, so first down. Jackson, tight spiral to Andrews. And they're going to mark him down at the 45. Gain of 5. Kansas City 33, Baltimore 22. Ravens got on the board first, then went for 2. Didn't get it, had to settle for a 6-0 lead. And Kansas City, the offense, clicked into gear. There against the Chiefs, they've put themselves in a position to at least put some pressure on KC. Jackson lining his guys up downfield. Instead, will check it down to Ingram. Mark Ingram. Big numbers for Ingram today.
Fresh coming over to Baltimore. He looks extremely fresh today.
We're down to 2:45 left. Toss it to the outside. Gus Edwards. He veers out of bounds. Lamar Jackson is 5 of 5 on the drive. Now 21 of 40 for 255 yards. Jackson, long ball, end zone, off the hands of the target Boykin. The rookie Ward's second-year corner. 2nd and 10 for Baltimore. Jackson gets rid of it quickly, hits his man on a catch and curl. Seth Roberts. First down. It is 1st and goal for Baltimore. Jackson steps and throws, incomplete.
Brown single coverage on the outside.
Shotgun. Jackson out of the pocket. Jackson trying to run for it. Jackson avoids, spins, he's in, touchdown! Lamar Jackson is elusive. An elite playmaker.
Makes one miss there, and then Ward whiffs. Matthew missed.
Remember, they couldn't convert on the previous one, forcing them into this situation. Jackson looking to run for it. Jackson short.
10 yards.
Yeah, Hardman is now backing up. Oh, wow, a flip.
Going to do a drop kick.
He is. Up in the air.
Fair catch. Smart play by the rookie.
And Hardman brings it in.
Really smart play. Fielding a drop kick. I know what you mean, though.
And now Kansas City will just try to get a first down and end this game. 1 first down, and that'll do it. Give for Darrell Williams, and he runs into a crowd. Baltimore will use its final timeout with 1:51 left, and 3rd and 9. Mahomes, pump, throw underneath, caught by Williams. Darrell Williams, oh, he's got it! The first down! And that'll do it. Not how they're going to operate. It's not how Andy Reid is going to approach things. On a 3rd down, they go for it. Final snap in victory formation. The Kansas City Chiefs are 3-0 for the 3rd straight season. The clash of QBs. This duel belongs to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. 33-28, KC. John Harbaugh seeking out Andy Reid. Close relationship for those two. Ravens drop to 2-1. They'll be home for Cleveland next week, then at Pittsburgh. So we're going to find out about Baltimore